Well, hello, hello, hello. Welcome to our conflict conversation for this evening. I'm so excited to be here with you guys. Listen, I want to talk about one of the things that I have been working on over the last month. Of course, one of the things I appreciate, one of the ladies that is in a group with me gave me this beautiful card. And she said, Shannon, I really appreciate the fact that as you are growing as an individual, you take the time to include us in your journey. And so, as your conflict manager and as a conflict management coach, I'm constantly trying to grow. And as I told you all, I've been coming to you leading up to my birthday, which is tomorrow. So I'm really excited. And I believe that the best way for you to demonstrate that you are thankful for being alive is to pour out your purpose. And so that's what I have been doing with you guys for the last few weeks. And so on tonight, I want to talk just a little bit about moving from apology and apathy and actually embracing appreciation. One of the things that is a helpful conflict tool is for you to make sure that your apologies are part of accountability. And only a part of accountability. Many of us who are conflict averse, we assume that people are in a negative mental state or feel negatively about us when something happens. And so, what we try to do is we try to circumvent those negative emotions and those negative feelings by leading in with an apology. And it's actually a form of conflict aversion, right? We don't want to have a difficult conversation. We don't want that person to be in a negative headspace. So, we assume they're thinking poorly. And so we come in apologizing. I'll give you a simple example. If you left home in adequate time to make a meeting on time, and so there's some type of traffic incident that causes a delay that's beyond your control, and so you get to the meeting late. We walk into the meeting saying, "Oh my gosh, guys, I am so sorry that I was late," right? Well, the reality of the situation is that apology is to circumvent the negative emotions that they may have towards you because they had to wait on you. Because the reality is, you had no control over the situation that led to you being late. And so, whenever we have an apology that does not go along with accountability, we're apologizing to soothe the other person, not because it is part of our demonstrated desire to do differently or to do better. Another instance is sometimes we apologize when we have no intention of making any change, right? So we apologize when things are not our fault and we have no way to correct what happened. But then there are other times when we apologize because we want to avoid an accountability conversation, right? So if my children were supposed to clean the kitchen, and when I get home, the kitchen is not clean, a lot of times I might say, "Hey guys, before I left, I told you all to clean the kitchen. I'm back home and the kitchen's not clean." They immediately go into apology. What's the purpose of the apology there? They're trying to circumvent the conversation about accountability. And so they're in apathy. It's not really, I'm going to do better, I'm going to try to do better. It's just, I don't want an accountability conversation. And so we've got to really make sure that our apologies are authentic. An apology should be coupled with an expression of displeasure. Three things: someone's expressed displeasure at something that you've done, and you genuinely want to apologize because of how they have communicated that they feel, not how you've assumed that they feel. Or you're apologizing because you are acknowledging accountability. It's not to circumvent the conversation, but it is a part of the accountability conversation. So you're saying, okay, Shannon, so if you're telling me I shouldn't give an apology without accountability, or without acknowledgement of a expressed displeasure, what do I do when I'm late for the meeting and they've been waiting on me and it wasn't my fault because traffic was horrible? What do I do? Instead of apologizing, express appreciation. And I've been working on this for the last maybe 6 weeks in my personal life, and it is really helping me. And so now, if I could have been one time, or if it was my poor planning, that's an accountability conversation, right? Hey guys, I'm really sorry you all had to wait on me. I underestimated how long it was going to take me to get here, and I'm going to have to do a better job of planning my time. That's an apology coupled with accountability. But let's say there was this traffic incident, and as a result of this traffic incident, you were late, even though you budgeted your time appropriately and did everything. When you walk into that room, you don't say, "Oh my gosh, guys, I'm so sorry I was late." You say, "I appreciate you all waiting on me to start this meeting. You all didn't have to do that." Or if they started the meeting without you, "I appreciate you all moving the agenda forward in my absence." There are a number of studies that show that it actually produces a psychological benefit in the people that you're talking to, because it puts them in a mind frame or in an emotional posture of feeling appreciated instead of feeling placated, right? Because a lot of times when you say I'm sorry, it's more like, just don't go there, just, suck it up, buttercup. But when you express appreciation, it puts them in a different frame of mind, because you're actually saying to them, "I know that something involving me caused you some type of inconvenience, or you had to extend grace, or you had to extend patience to me, and I am appreciative of what you have done." Listen, I will tell you, gratitude is one of the biggest weapons that you have in your arsenal when it comes to conflict confidence and conflict minimization, or minimizing unhealthy conflict. And if you will just employ gratitude instead of empty apology, that oftentimes is something that's beyond your control, or it's apathy. If you will engage appreciation, it puts people in the right frame of mind, right? And so, again, it works. Because I'm not conflict averse in all situations, but again, I'm very self-aware when it comes to who I am in conflict. And a lot of times in conflict, I want to make sure everyone else is okay. And so if I ever perceive that I've done something that has made someone be not okay, whether it was intentional or unintentional, whether it was within my control or not, I come in very apologetic, and sometimes even self-deprecating, putting myself down, and things like that. And so when you have an awareness of that, then you know how to compensate for that. Because if you're always apologizing, and you're never making any changes because it's not coupled with accountability, then people begin to be upset with you. Your apologies fall on empty ears, and you're not getting the response that you want. And if people are frustrated with you, and then you come in apologizing, what you're doing is you're reinforcing that frustration. You're validating that frustration. But when you come in and you say, "You know what? I really appreciate you for whatever," you are diffusing that frustration. You're acknowledging that you know that they've been inconvenienced, they've extended you grace, they've made some sort of sacrifice because of something that has occurred. And now, instead of them feeling placated, they feel valued. And it puts you in a different posture to have, dialogue, or even to move forward in the relationship. So my confident tip for you today is, let's shift from apology and apathy in instances where it's not a part of accountability, and let's engage appreciation. So I just really challenge you, just show appreciation for the people that are there for you in times when you have been unable to be your best, or in times when you have not been your best. It will go a long way, because appreciation puts them in a much easier posture when it comes to you all moving forward. My comments are just popping up. I don't know what the delay was. So I apologize if I wasn't responding to you guys. Yes, Kimmy, only authentic apologies with changed behaviors. We don't want any empty apologies. When you're saying you're sorry and it's a habitual apology. You're saying you're sorry because that's just what you think the other person needs to hear. But the other person doesn't need to hear an apology if they don't hear accountability, if they don't see change behavior. And so, no more empty I'm sorries, you know? And catch yourself. I dare you just to really watch yourself. If you have that personality where you're always trying to please people and you're taking responsibility for stuff that's not your responsibility, you will find yourself apologizing for stuff that you had nothing to do with and no control over. Like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I got my hair done and I went out in the rain and my hair got wet. Oh, I'm so sorry. Like, why are you sorry? Like, you're not in control of the rain. And you're not accountable to anybody for the weather. So we've got to really be intentional about making sure our apologies mean something. We want to, yes, we want to engage appreciation, celebrate, appreciate the people that are there for you in moments when you don't make the mark. Leaders, can I just say this to you? Engage that appreciation, right? When you go out and you try something and it fails, and people are frustrated, you don't come and say, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry that I gave you all that idea. Because what messaging is that sending your team? That you have to apologize if you try something and it doesn't work. That's going to be a chilling effect on people doing things and taking risks that could ultimately lead. Listen, failure is a part of success. And if you're always apologizing for failure, then you're not creating an environment where failure is okay. So no, I don't apologize that we tried something new and it didn't work, but I appreciate you all for being a part of our growth process in this organization. I appreciate you all being willing to invest your time, talent, and energy in trying this idea. And now I appreciate you all coming to the table with me so that we can look at how this can be improved or what we can do to make this better. Is so important that you stop apologizing without accountability. You stop apologizing because you don't want to have a conversation, and you start engaging appreciation followed by the necessary conversation. Listen, like I've been telling you guys for the last couple of weeks, I am so excited that I have a Tough Talks cheat sheet that helps you to navigate difficult conversations and to navigate them well so that you can get the results that are desired instead of just having conversations and at the end things are worse instead of better, or else you're still in the same spot because no solutions have been strategized. You can get that free Tough Talks cheat sheet by clicking the link in my bio, and make sure that you all are listen, guys, listen to this. This is important. So I told you I was going to be here every day leading up to my birthday, and tomorrow is my birthday. I've already decided I'm going to extend this for a few more days. But listen, on my birthday, on tomorrow, I'm coming live for just a minute. I may not even do a conflict conversation on tomorrow, but on tomorrow for my birthday, I have a special announcement. So if you're not following me on social media, make sure that you follow me. You want to make sure that you're getting notifications whenever I go live so that you can get this special announcement tomorrow. I've been giving you conflict conversations leading up to my birthday, so I have something pretty awesome planned to give you on my birthday. So make sure that you're here tomorrow. I'm really enjoying just celebrating my birthday month with you guys by pouring out my purpose. And I would just challenge you, I am so glad that I have life. I'm so glad that I have the skill set that God has given me. And so it's a blessing for me to be able to share it with you. And so I just want you all to just kind of follow my example, whether it's your birthday month or not, even though October, ladies, we really do rock. October people, not just ladies, we rock. But I really want you all to move forward, and I want you all to celebrate who you are by giving the best that you have to those that you love and those that you serve. I am a living witness that it's so much better to give than to receive. So be generous with your appreciation. Be generous with your purpose, pouring it out on other people, but reserve your apologies for instances of authentic accountability. When you know a change needs to be made, incorporate the apology into your action plan for change. All right, guys, Shannon L. Felder, your conflict manager, enjoying spending this time with you. I'll see you all tomorrow for a special announcement.